Imagine a world where the future meets the past. Picture a city with flying cars, but the buildings look like ancient temples. Imagine skyscrapers covered in vines and waterfalls, powered by the sun, and shaped like seashells or tribal masks. Hello everyone. Welcome to our special journey. Today, we are going to explore something called Afro-Futurism. Now, that is a big word, but it is actually pretty simple. Think of it like this: take the history, art, and myths of Africa. Now, mix them with science fiction, space travel, and advanced technology. When you smash those two things together, you get Afro-Futurism. It is a way of imagining a future where African culture is the star of the show. But today, we aren't just talking about comic books or movies. We are talking about architecture. That means the design of buildings. We are going to look at how architects, the people who draw and plan buildings, are using African history to build the cities of tomorrow. So, buckle up. We are going to the future. To build the future, we have to understand the past. For thousands of years, builders in Africa were masters of using what they had. They didn't use concrete or steel. They used mud, wood, and stone. Look at this. This is the Great Mosque of Jen. It looks like a sandcastle, right? But it is huge, and it stays cool inside even when the sun is blazing hot. This is called vernacular architecture. That's a fancy way of saying building with local stuff. Afro-futurist architects look at these old buildings and say, hey, they were onto something. They want to use these smart, ancient ideas but update them with new technology. One big idea is patterns. In many African cultures, art uses shapes that repeat over and over again. These are called fractals. You see a big triangle, and inside it are smaller triangles, and inside those are even smaller triangles. Afro-futurism takes these cool patterns and puts them on giant buildings. It's not just a glass box like you see in New York City. It's a building with texture, history, and meaning. Okay, let's be honest. When most of us think of Afro-futurism, we think of one place, Wakanda. The movie Black Panther showed the world what an Afro-futurist city could look like. The production designer, Hannah Beachler, didn't just make things up. She studied real African history. In the movie, you see high-tech trains and force fields. But look at the tops of the buildings. They have round tops, like the traditional huts found in South Africa. They used natural colors like browns, reds, and greens. They didn't want the city to look cold and gray. They wanted it to feel alive. This is important because it changed how people dream. Before, when people thought of future cities, they thought of flying cars and metal robots. Now, they think of gardens, colorful patterns, and culture. It proved that you don't have to erase your history to be high-tech. Movies are cool, but what about real life? Can we actually build this stuff? The answer is yes. Let me introduce you to a real-life superhero of architecture. His name is Francis Carré. Francis Carré grew up in a small village in Burkina Faso, a country in West Africa. His school was dark and hot. When he grew up and became an architect, he wanted to fix that. He didn't want to import expensive glass and air conditioners from Europe. Instead, he used clay bricks from his own village. But here is the futuristic part, the engineering. He designed the roof to float above the building. This lets the hot air escape. It's like a natural air conditioner that doesn't need electricity. This is the heart of Afrofuturism. It uses high-level thinking to solve problems using local materials. It's smart, it saves money, and it looks beautiful. Another architect, Sir David Adjaye, built a famous museum in America. It is shaped like a Yoruban crown. It is bronze and covered in beautiful patterns. It stands out because it tells a story just by its shape. Now, let's look at the environment. We know our planet is getting warmer. We need to stop using so much energy. Afrofuturist architecture is best friends with something called solarpunk. Solarpunk is a style that imagines a future where nature and technology live in harmony. Afrofuturism fits right in here. Remember those mud walls we talked about? They are better for the planet than concrete. Architects are designing cities for Africa that harvest rain. Imagine a building shaped like a giant lily pad that catches rainwater, cleans it, and pumps it into your sink. This is called biomimicry. It means copying life. There is a building in Zimbabwe inspired by termite mounds. Termites are tiny bugs that build huge towers. Their towers stay cool inside perfectly. An architect named Mick Pierce copied the termites to build a shopping center that stays cool without big AC units. That is nature's technology. So, why does this matter to you? Because you are the ones who are going to build the year 2050. Afrofuturism teaches us that there isn't just one way to be modern. You don't have to copy what everyone else is doing. You can look at your own history, your own family, and your own environment for ideas. I want you to try a thought experiment. Close your eyes. Think about where you live. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it rainy? Now, think about a building that works with that weather, not against it. Now, decorate it. Make it colorful. Make it tell a story. Maybe your building has solar panels shaped like feathers. Maybe it has walls made of recycled plastic that glows in the dark. That creative spark. That is the spirit of Afrofuturism. From the mud mosques of the past to the vibranium towers of the movies, and finally to the real eco-friendly schools of today. Afrofuturist architecture is more than just a style. It is a promise. It promises a future that is colorful, sustainable, and proud of where it came from. It reminds us that the future is for everyone. Thanks for watching Tomorrow's Kingdoms. Now, go grab a pencil and paper. The future is waiting for you to draw it.